Yep, we're doing it a little differently this year. You know, every New York Auto Show video I do, I change up the formula. Whether that's good for views, I'm not sure. But yeah, we are here at the New York Auto Show. Part 2 will be much cooler because it will actually include cars I like. But for today, we're gonna see if there's anything interesting topside. I just hope I don't get flashbanged by how many screens I see in modern cars. Brand number 1.
Toyota.
As always, the Toyota booth is ginormous. Here's the stuff. We can actually get in the Supra Final Edition and the Yuzu Edition. Now this is interesting because last year these were locked. Lucky guy. Aw man, it's the auto one again. Aw. Did the GR Corolla always have a screen? Because I know they like updated it, but system malfunction, visit your dealer. And it's new. That's not a good sign from a Toyota that there's a system malfunction already. I was really hoping Toyota would cook again like they did last year, but it's more of the same. Hey, I stand corrected. What in the hell? They brought back the GTS on a Camry and they made it orange and weird. I literally saw a car that looked just like this in the basement and it was, you know, a little bit better than this. It had, you know.
And the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Oh no, please don't tell me they're watering down the GR brand. I mean, it looks cool. The spoiler is definitely cool looking, but is that all they've done? No Metz truck, but Metz RAV4. So I can make my stupid Spider-Man joke I did in my last video.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby, let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets.
Brand number 2. No fancy segue for this. The only really interesting concept cars we got here are from Genesis and the Hyundai. We'll see Hyundai in a minute, but look at this. I heard about the Hyundai concept car, but this I like more because wagon. I never thought I'd ever see a station wagon, like a new station wagon at the auto show. It looks so good. Okay, I don't need to hear your family SUV with a giant wing on the back. Give me this. What? Brand number 3.
What you think? I'm gonna let you roll in a Hyundai?
And the business, we call this foreshadowing.
This was something I heard about before even coming here. The Hyundai Turok? Oh, the Boulder. It's called the Boulder. Or as I like to call it, the bootleg Bronco. Suicide doors. Wait a minute, I'm not monetized, so I can say the word suicide anytime I want. Who cares? I'm not gonna censor myself. You will see the unfiltered opinion on what literally looks like the Bronco concept from 2003 that I think like The Rock drove in some random action movie. All in all, I am glad to see any interesting concept at all that I'll probably see once and never again. All right, detards. It looks like the Hyundai segment of this video is gonna be slightly longer, so that's gonna count towards the video being 8-ish minutes instead of just 8 minutes. Or it could be 10, or it could be 6, 7 minutes. I fucking hate that meme. But then again, I was literally laughing at this. Back in the day. That's literally 6-7, but for me. But yeah, we're doing a ride-along in the electric car. I rode in a Tesla once, but that was kind of it. I want to see how much electric cars have improved in the past 10 years. And at least this electric car isn't made by a company owned by a Nazi. We are riding in the Ioniq 5N. I call shotgun. Doing good.
Don't leave without me.
All right, Dad. The last ride-alongs I did went a little sideways. Let's put it that way.
Pedal shifters.
Oh, it sounds like a
little verbal.
It sounds like a video game, honestly.
You know this time.
Right.
Let's do a little
All right.
a slow launch right here.
All right.
Like a girl.
Shut up, Dad.
Pedal shift. You feel the bump of the car gives a little bump of the downshift. Now, if I push this button here, now we're no gearbox. So it's just electric.
Quiet.
It's just quiet, no gears. Check this thing out.
Okay, I've gotten to feel the Ioniq 5N, and I will say the last time I rode an electric car, this thing has made leaps and bounds in the last 10 years. And honestly, if the government ever held me at gunpoint and forced me to drive an electric car and live in a pod and eat the bugs, in the very least, I'd live in a pod and eat the bugs and drive that Ioniq 5N. It's not the same, but it comes damn close. Okay, but look at this. Elantra NTCR edition. Now this, is this like a factory thing I can get from the dealer? Because if so, I want this. Because I like the wing, I like the wheels. Yeah, look at this. They got the TCR edition and the TCR. Like the actual race car, like the wing is literally the exact same. That's so cool. So I guess the race wing technology thing is more than a marketing buzzword. I had gotten this car last year, and of course I made a stupid joke that this was a self-destruct button. Let's see if that's still true. Brand number everyone else. All right, D-tards, another New York Auto Show staple. The Germans have a lackluster lineup, unfortunately. And my Swedes. Where is my wagons? They don't even got the infamous TikTok G80 whatever car here. That's stupid. Unfortunately, Mercedes and Audi are nothing here. Nothing cool there, unfortunately. We're gonna skip over those. Holy crap! Factory 3 spokes! But it's on this Alpha toenail. Oh, you got the hood open on the toenail. The whole Italian convention is boring and kind of sad as hell. Look how small it is compared to that. Like, look at that. It's like double the size. The OG versus the current one. Even the smallest cars of today look like monsters to the smallest cars of back in the day. Probably because of safety regs and all, but you know what? I'd rather die in style.
Kerosene is fuel, Brian. Red Bull is fuel. Kerosene is Red Bull.
Wait, is that what I think it is? Is that a front engine? It says Koenigsegg, but that's not a Koenigsegg. That's a, what is that? A Morris? Can't really see. It says a Morris. So I have no idea. Anyway, here's your supercar TikTok, kids. Enjoy. What the hell am I looking at? So this is a Zenvo. I have never seen a Zenvo in person, and I am very, very interested. Like, what motor does this have in the back? Is it electric? Is it... Like, look at how big the air induction on it is. This looks like a car I'd see in Grand Theft Auto, but in a good way. Look at that. You can see the entire car's steering geometry and suspension in there. Brand number 4. We got a new Ram ProMaster. I'm just curious to see if it has the Hellcat in the back, because I saw a video on YouTube. Aw, they don't have the Hellcat V8 in the back. Whoa. Ram, the TRX is back, so there's that. Douchebags and dude bros rejoice. You will have another machine to cut me off or pass me, even though I'm already going 10 over the limit. Wow. Okay, this is the new Charger. And this one, it's the Scat Pack, so it's got the American 2JZ. Only issue is they fully got rid of the stick shift. I mean, knowing their customer base, most of them probably don't know how to drive stick shift. You know the type. But here is the sedan, or should I say it's more of a liftback. Look at this. It looks like a sedan, but it's got a hatchback. We call this a liftback, but oh yeah, it's got a 6-pack. But everyone is still asking, will we obtain the V8? The electric version is mostly axed from what I understand. So, V8, I hope, because the only V8 left in the Dodge lineup is this relic, the last Hellcat 2. Oh hey, look at this. They facelifted the Chrysler minivan, their only car. And now it has a new heckin' minimalist logo. Look at this. The Grizzly Peak concept. Trying to hop on the SUV bandwagon by making their minivan look more like an SUV. Lifted it. Okay. Can we sit in this or is it locked? I want to see. Is it locked? Aww. We can't sit in the Grizzly Peak and look at the slightly different colored steering wheel and interior. Brand number 5.
Subaru, 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 Subaru. Vroom, 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 vroom. Look out!
Okay, what's with Subaru constantly bringing out the actually cool old cars? Like, everything else is so boring, but then they have this, the friggin' race brat. Maybe the TS, I don't know. I think the TS has different handling maybe. I've heard it gets different upgrades. Kudos to Subaru to actually bringing a manual sports car here, unlike Toyota. Not like we can really shift it ourselves because they circumcised the shifter. Okay, this whole moving screen floor is kind of messing with my perception. I don't know why. It feels like I'm moving. Look at how they massacred my boy. They de-wagoned it. Hey, at least with an electric Subaru, you don't got to worry about the head gaskets exploding all the time.
Brand number 6.
The frame is bent, the muffler went, the radio it's okay. Oh, what fun it is to drive this rusty Chevrolet.
Boring. Ugh. Okay, Chevrolet brought out a classic car. Automakers, especially GM it seems, loves to remind people, like, oh, look at how great our past was. And then they try and compare that classic to this. Like, in 50 years, is some friggin' SUV like this really gonna hold the same reverence as this? Like, is there gonna be like classic car shows in like 50 years from now where it's a bunch of old guys in there, this? At least General Motors isn't pulling a stupid Kendrick Lamar thing again, like they did with Buick. Okay, you know what? The roast of Chevrolet is officially over. What in the heck? The CX. What? Look at that! Fortunately, GM has committed the cardinal sin of oversimplifying the Corvette logo and making it electric. Yeah. Wonder how going to get stuff from the drive-thru would work in this thing. Oh, look, they got Corvette as a
drive-thru with this thing.
I mean, I have a right-hand drive car. I can get stuff from the drive-thru easy. With the death of minivans, you know, one of the best uses for a minivan would be as like a wheelchair accessible vehicle, but somehow they transformed the crossover into a minivan. Close enough. Welcome back, GM Dustbuster.
Brand number 7.
I know this truck. I ain't no stranger. I know that truck. That's a Ford.
Are they playing music on the radio in that friggin' thing? It sounds like shit. Look, they even they got dirt on it, and of course, people gotta write "bay" on it, bay. At least it washes off. If only I could get just a little closer and write something here. I mean, no one will care, right? There we go. I left my mark. It washes out, so who cares? C. Does the SC mean it's supercharged? I gotta know. Because if it is, we can finally get supercharged wine again. No manual. Locked for your safety. If they let anybody hop in this thing, they would rip it around the show and kill a crowd. I mean, GTD, $400,000. I can get a better driving experience in a Honda Fit. Just kidding. They've extended RTR to the Bronco now, not just the Mustang, which is interesting. I swear to God, Ford has like 50 different performance wings. Like, they have like millions and millions of names for Ford performance brands, and they can't decide on a single one. There's like a new Ford performance brand for every decade. For the 90s and 2000s, you had SVT. For the 2000s, it was RTR, ST, and Shelby. Now it's RTR, and that's kind of it. And Dark Horse, I guess. All right, current opinions on Ford right now. Way better, slightly better than last year. I got to see the friggin' Mets, even though I don't like baseball. I just want to make the Mets joke again. They had a friggin' race truck that I scribbled my finger into, my dirty finger. And there's only one case of
heresy! Brand number 8.
I find it kind of funny that last year I started with Nissan, and now last year we're ending with it. Just goes to show how much of an L Nissan's taken in recent years. I still miss the GTR. I'm glad Nissan has at least owned up to one mistake. They still gotta own up to unleashing the Ultima. Puppy! Hi, puppy! Alright, let's see here. Look at those hips. And look at this front splitter, you guys. That is a really good looking front splitter. The facelift is definitely an improvement. Let's see if my fat butt can even fit in this thing. I love the fact there's 3 analog gauges up here, but why can't we have analog gauges here? It's such a shame. Now, let's just see how this shifter feels. I've never sat in a manual Z before, so just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not used to having a 6-geared. Real only has 5, but it's very tight. And I will say, it's probably the best modern manual transmission I've probably felt in a car. Just the right throw, just the right notch. What's D mode? D's nuts mode. Oh, it's for drive modes. I thought it'd be drift mode, but oh well. All in all, this is one of the few modern cars I actually enjoy. I just wish there was an option to get this out of here. I don't want that giant screen. It'll be a dark day when this gauge cluster is replaced by a screen. The triple gauges at the top. Since this is still based on, like, the bones are still sort of in the roots of like a 350, 370Z, just with a different motor. I can't wait in like 20 years when these have all depreciated and people are sliding these around and clapping them the hell out like people do with 350Zs now. All in all, I think this might be a favorite. Okay, what the heck? There's only one Honda thing here, Fastport, and it's this thing, this like bicycle box truck. It's the only Honda thing here. Why Honda? Like, I would have been okay with it even seeing this shitty new Prelude, but this, Honda's left us high and dry. Yeah, seeing the only Honda product at the auto show was so bad that I forgot to record an end segment for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2, and the Wagoner is still dead. I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's so dead that not even the horn turns on anymore. Oh, she's still alive. Could it be? No, probably not.